जहां पा लिया।
Good morning. Good morning to everyone. It gives me great pleasure to welcome you all for today's program, The Research Pipeline, accelerating the journey from student project to publication. This program is designed to help students understand the research process and learn how to transform their research projects into published research papers. It focuses on improving research knowledge, academic writing, publication skills, and enhancing research profiles. We hope today's session will be informative and beneficial to everyone. I request everyone to kindly rise for Tamil Thai.
நீராறும் கடலுடுத்த நிலமடந்தை கெழியொழுகும் சீராறும் மதனமென திகழ்வலர கண்டறிகள் எக்கணமும் அதில் சிறந்த நாவிடனல் திருநாடும் தக்க சிறு பிறை முதலும் தரிதனரும் திலகமுமே திலக வாசனை போல் அனைத்துலகும் இன்பமுற எத்திசையும் புகழ் மணக்க இருந்த பெரும் தமிழனங்கே தமிழனங்கே உன் சீரிழவை திறந்தியந்து செயல் மறந்து வாழ்ந்துதுமே வாழ்ந்துதுமே வாழ்ந்துதுமே.
Now, I invite Joshua to deliver the welcome address.
Every meaningful journey begins with a warm welcome, and every great learning experience with an open mind. A very pleasant morning to one and all present here. I am Joshua from Second Embassy Applied Psychology, and it's my immense pleasure and privilege to extend a warm welcome to everyone gathered here for today's session. With great respect, I extend a heartfelt welcome to our esteemed registrar, Dr. C. Krishnaraj sir, whose visionary leadership and unwavering commitment continue to inspire excellence in our institution. I warmly welcome our Deputy Registrar and Dean Administration, Dr. S. Dinakaran sir, whose dedicated service and guidance have been instrumental in strengthening our academic environment. It is my pleasure to welcome our respected head of the department, Dr. Sita Lakshmi ma'am, for her constant encouragement, guidance, support that inspire us to strive for excellence every day. Most importantly, we extend our heartfelt welcome to our distinguished assessor person, Dr. B. Sundaravadi. We are truly honored by your gracious presence and deeply appreciate your willingness to share your valuable knowledge and expertise with us today. We are confident that the session will be both insightful and inspiring. I also extend my sincere welcome to all our respected faculty.
Distinguished guests with the show. Now, I invite Joshua to introduce our distinguished guest for today's program.
To introduce today's esteemed resource person, Dr. B. Sundarabadi Balagan. Dr. Sundarabadi Balagan is a distinguished academician, researcher, and cybersecurity specialist with over 24 years of experience in higher education, research, and academic administration across India, Oman, and Malaysia. He is currently serving as a professor in the College of Computing and Information Sciences at the University of Technology and Applied Sciences, Al Musana, Sultanate of Oman. He holds a PhD in Information Communication Engineering from Anna University, Chennai, and is currently pursuing a postdoctoral research fellowship at Multimedia University, Malaysia, where his research focuses on developing advanced AI-driven solutions for IoT cybersecurity. He is also a globally certified cybersecurity professional, holding the prestigious Certified Ethical Hacker (CEH) and Certified Secure Computer User (CSCU) certification from the EC Council. An accomplished researcher, Dr. Sundarabadi Balagan has published more than 115 Scopus Index research papers and has authored 5 books, edited 14 books, and contributed to several internationally recognized publications with leading publishers such as Springer, Willis CRC, Cambridge, and D. Gritter. His dedication to research
The wonderful introduction. Without further delay, let us begin our first technical session. I now invite our distinguished resource person, Dr. B. Sundarabadi Balagan sir, to deliver.
All of you, good morning. Very good morning. Okay. Today topic is a transformation about the student projects converted into journal publication. Is correct? Correct. Okay. Now I have two questions from you. What is project? What is research? Yes. See, you are all doing projects this semester, yes? One line answer. You can check ChatGPT. You don't have a phone? Okay. What is projects? What is research? It's having a two difference. Project is you are going to find any new ideas, or you are going to find any new invention. See, in your projects, what you are going to do in your projects? Any idea? Okay, you are blank. Okay. You have a topic of your projects? Anybody having topic? Any ideas? No. Very good. Okay. See, when you are going to do a project, okay? You have to choose the topic, yes, or title, yes? Yes or no? Okay. Your title which is relevant to psychology, yes? That is also yes. Okay. Now answers are coming. Very good. Okay. See, your project, for example, stress management, yes? Take it as a stress management, yes? You are all studying. Any stress is there for your classroom or with your teachers? Or you have any stress? No. You have a stress only social media, yes? I'm correct? So today topic is we are using social media, so much stress. No sleeping, yes? There is no sleep. at night. We are using always mobile phone. This is a big stress. Our topic name is by using mobile phone or by using a social media. It's a stress management. It's a small topic. Yes. It's you are going to do this project for examples. Okay. How we are going to integrate with the artificial intelligence for these kind of topics. Got it? My point? Yes. That is a research. Okay. See, simple example I will tell you. Then I go for my PPT. See, emotional intelligence is a recent topics. What is an you know, artificial intelligence? Every places we are saying artificial intelligence. Any idea about artificial intelligence? Anybody? What is artificial intelligence? Any idea? See, I am welcoming any answer. Any answer. Everything is correct. Yes, problem solving is correct. Find the predictions. Yes, that is artificial intelligence. Yes, that artificial intelligence covers consists of machines. Yes, machine have to learn the process. Yes, if you are going to develop any artificial intelligence model, we need to train the machine. How we are going to train the machine? By using a data set. You are going to collect the patient data sets, clinical data sets. Then you have to start the pre-processing clinical data set, then convert into an artificial intelligence model. This is a general thing. Okay, here, when you are going to develop a model, that is a project. Okay, when you are going to, what you are going to develop, where you are going to develop, what type of objectives there in that project, that is a research paper. Clear? I will explain now. Go for the PPT. Yes. AI-enabled research pipeline. What is AI given here? I will give you some AI tool which is helping for your project as well as your research publications. Got it? Okay. AI, already I told you, AI is artificial intelligence. You know the AI tools, yes? What are the AI tools? You change your images, your picture, yes? Put it in a social media, Instagram. Everybody is using Instagram, yes or no? Yes, that is your original picture in your DP. No, many of them using ChatGPT. Yes, Gemini. Yes, is correct. Yes or no? Yes. Okay. That is for now. We are going to embedding or enabled AI research pipeline, transforming students' projects, your projects, into high quality research articles. How we are going to convert your project in a high quality article with publications. Okay? You have this one, remove this thing. Okay, see, these are all the topics I have to cover. What is research and topic, or how to choose the topic or title, then how to make abstract, introduction, literature review, methodology, then research and conclusion. All these topics needed for when you are going to write a project report as well as when you are going to write a, what is that? Research paper. Got it? What is research? Again. Research, you are going to invent any new things. What is that? We have to research. That is a re plus search is a research. Got it? Already we have some existing methods are there, existing papers are there, existing projects are there. Okay? Already someone has developed one project. Yes? You are going to take the same projects. Then what is your role? You are going, X is developed one project, yes? Here, Y student is taking that project. What is your role of that project? Yes, you have to improvise that project, clear? You have to perform that particular project, X project, Y project. Got it? That is a new project. Got it? You are not going to invent any new things. already developed something, you have to improvise. That is a project, that is a research. Got it? Okay. Research is a systematic process. We have some system we have to follow. When you go for the research, don't ask ChatGPT any kind of AI tools. You have to do some systematic process. Okay? Here we have to exploring and studying and investigating a particular topic or a problem. You have to identify the problem, then you have to start your projects or your research. How you are going to identify problem in your area, psychology, other than stress management. Any topic? Because I don't know about the psychology topics. That's why I'm asking from you. I can say some cyber security topics.
So my topic is chronotype and OCD symptom patients, and I'm going to analyze their ego states.
Okay. OCD patient, yes? Okay. What is OCD? That people always, yes?
So they have
Clean the
ego-
rooms, yes?
Yes.
The things are same places. That is, yes, correct?
Yes, sir.
I know something. Okay. Okay. How you are collect the data from that particular basis?
So I have decided to go with the mixed method, sir. So first I'm going to collect quantitative data
Okay.
with a questionnaire.
With the questionnaires.
Yes.
Okay.
Then I'm going to identify their correlations.
Okay.
Then I'm going to explore their ego states by qualitative.
This is the methodologies, what you are going to do in your project, yes? Then when you are going to adapt some technology in that project, got my point? That is a research. Got it? Nothing else. Okay? See, everybody are saying research. Research is a big thing. Your teachers are saying in the class, yes? You have to do the project, you have to make a conference paper, yes? And you have to do the publication. It's not a big thing. It's within a week you have to learn publications, conference papers. Within a 1 month you have to write a journal articles. Within a 45 days you have to write a Scopus articles. It's a minimum duration of writing the papers. Okay. See here, breaking down a research, re plus search, doing something again and refining. Already existing systems are there, existing papers are there, already proposed things are there. You have to make a new things clear from the existing thing. Clear? The next one, research, re-examination plus search for answer. You have to find the answer. You have to research and find the answers. That is called it as a research. Any doubts? See, this is a big thing. When you are going to write a paper, instead of project title, it's a different for research title. How it is different, I will tell you some examples. Okay? See, when you are going to write a manuscript or when you are going to write an articles, you have to concentrate on your project title. Got it? Your project title must be differ from the your research paper title. Understand? Okay? Now, see, it's when you are going to write a paper, I will show the examples. I don't want to spend time here. Go to the next slide. Then I will come back. See, look here. Here we have a title. Project title is different from the research paper title. Got my point? Your project title is different. Your research paper is title is different. But concept is same. Got my point? Okay? See, look here. Your project title, stress reduction in student using behavioral analysis. This is for your project title. Yes? You are going to analyze the behavior of the students. Yes? Whereas computer science, we are taking as user behavior analysis. How they are handling computer system. That is user behavior entity analysis. But whereas your area, we are calling it as a student using behavioral analysis, stress reduction. When I am going to convert this title, is a paper. Okay? How? On AI driven behavior analytics. It's a framework. I have to make some frameworks or methodology or analysis for early detection of stress among students in academic environment. Got? This is the difference. Okay. You have a doubt how we are going to make this kind of a title. You have to give the prompt in a AI tools. It will be giving 5 or 6 title. You have to rephrase it and making title about your projects. Got it? This is a things. Any doubt here? One more title is there. Deep learning based behavioral pattern analysis for accurate stress identification in university student. This is, we have a 2 different title for your projects. Okay, the first title is on a project title, the second one is on a research title. Clear? You have to make a title like this, but concepts are same concept. Got it? Understand? Any doubts? Now you are ready for making a title for your projects, yes? And your research paper. Okay, we'll try. The next one, same like project, impact of social media usage and mental health among adolescents. Yes? Got it? This is one kind of a psychology projects. Then how we are going to make a research title? This is a multi-dimensional analysis of social media usage pattern, their impact on adolescent mental health. Clear? This is a title. Okay? Like this you have to make a title. When you are going to make a title, you have to use phrases like frameworks, that is an architecture, nothing else. Frameworks, model, approach, methodology, or analysis. These kind of a keywords should be there in your research title. Got it? Here, consider a 2 part of a title. The first one, catchy and clear. Your title should be clear and should be a catchy. When the reviewers are going to read your paper, your article, they should be understand what is there in your research paper. When I am reading your title, I can understand what is there inside your paper. Clear? That is a very important thing. The second part details the scope or methodology. What do you mean by scope? Scope of your project or your research. Psychology is an area. Got my point? When you go for the research, we consist of 2 things: area specialization and scope of the area. What is that area specialization? Psychology is an area specialization. Area. Okay. What are the specialization in your area? Anything? I don't have an idea. You can say. I can say computer science. We have a cyber security, artificial intelligence. We have an IoT. So many things are there. What about yours?
Social psychology,
Okay.
cognitive psychology,
Cognitive psychology. Which is related to intelligence system. Cognitive system.
process thinking, memory.
Human knowledge. Yes.
Yes.
That's why I'm telling you. Neural networks. Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Then other things. Okay. These are the areas. Someone is choosing some areas. Someone is choosing some specialization. Clear? That is a different scope of the project. It is a different. Okay. When you are going to make a title, it should be used for frameworks, methodology, analysis. You don't use these kind of phrases like, what is that? A study on an investigation. These kind of a title don't use for your research paper. When you are going to write a literature review or when you are going to write a review papers, got my point? You have to use investigation or you have to use comparison something. But when you are going to write a work research paper, it means your project work converted into research paper. Don't use for investigation. Study these kind of keywords. Avoid these words. Clear? Your title should be 2 things, catchy and clear. Then details of your scope and methodology. When I am going to read the title, I can understand everything in your projects or in your paper. Got it? That is very important. Okay. Clear? Any more doubts about the title or topics? Okay. Now we go for the research pipeline. We are all in research now. What is the pipeline here? How many gates are there when you are accomplished research? We have a 6 phases, 6 gates. What is the first one? Anybody? What is the first one? Problem definition or problem clarity. What do you mean by problem definition? Anybody? Yes, very good. You have to identify the okay. Okay. Pulma. Nanda salwa. Tungurana ilmu. Seriya. Okay. You have to problem clarity. That is identify the problem. Okay. Now my question is, how you are going to identify the problem? Okay. No. Particular projects, how you are going to, that is area is finished. That is whatever projects. Okay. My question is, identify the problem. Yes. You have a topics, project topics. Yes. The same topics many people can do. Yes. Many problems are the same topics. Yes. How you are going to? You cannot do all the. You cannot solve all the problems, all the objectives. Got my point? Yes. You have to do. You have an answer. If you want clap. See, listen. Identify the problem is having a more number of problems are there each and every topics. Got my point? That means objectives. You cannot solve all the objectives. When you are going to write a research paper, you can solve one main objective. In that main objectives, we have to consist of one or more objectives. Got my point? Okay. Other students can apply other objectives. They have to find a solution. Clear? That is a different thing. Okay. That is for identify the problems. Clear? Okay. See. Then literature gap or research gap. What is that? How you are going to identify the research gap? Okay, where you are going to choose your problems or your objectives? From where you are going to identify the problems or research gaps? Where you are going to identify the problems? Yes, good answers. From the existing research, you have to. Okay. From the existing research, we are identifying the gaps. Same as it's not on a single gaps. It's more number of gaps are there. Yes, you have to choose any one or two gaps. Then you have to make a methodology. Got my point? That is for literature. You cannot understand. You choose your project title. Yes. How you choose your title? From the existing system, yes? X is a system. Got my point? From that system, you have to choose the project title, yes? Okay, in your project title, what you are going to do? That is a question, yes? You cannot do existing system, yes? You have to do your own system or new system, yes? Or hybrid system, one or more system, combine one single system, yes? That is your methodology. Got it? There, what are the problems are there? You have to identify the problems, yes? Your methodology should be solve that problems. Clear? That is a gap. Your methodology, your system, going to solve that problems. Clear? Solve that objectives. Got my point? Any more doubts? No. Okay. The next one. Here you have to find the gaps, research gaps. Then here you have to apply the methodology. That is for proposed methodology. That is existing system. Your system is what is that? See, you find the gaps from where? Existing system, yes? Got it? Then you are going to develop a new system, yes? What is that? Your proposed methodology. Got it? your proposed system. Clear? See, when you are going to develop a project or when you are going to write a research paper, you have two systems. What are the two systems? Existing system, another one is proposed system. Who is having the existing system? Someone having, yes? What is a proposed methodology or proposed system? Yours. Yes, it is in your hand. Got my point? Yes? Clear? That is a methodology quality. Then you have to find the evidences. Okay? That is result. See, once you have a methodology, yes? You want to get a result. You collect the survey, yes? Questionnaire survey. Got it? How you have to process that data? Yes? You told me, you collect the questionnaires from the student. Yes? How you are going to process the data? SPSS, statistical method, yes? That is a methodology. Got it? That is your methodology. Clear? Then what is the result? See, you have a questionnaire methodology, then you implemented SPSS, then you find the result. Clear? This is a methodology part, this is an implementation part, this is a result part. Clear? What you get, you have to write the story, that is a paper. Got it? The last one is manuscript story, and finally we have to submit that paper to the relevant conference or relevant journals. This is a 6 steps. Okay? How we are going to complete all these steps? Gate rule number 1. Don't write the full paper. Okay, I'm going to write the research right now. Don't take the paper and write it. You have to need 3 things. What is the first one? Until they identify the problem, until they identify the gaps, until they identify the methods and result. You cannot write the paper. Clear? Now, how your project is helping here? You have a project, yes? In that project, you have a method, yes? That is for questionnaire. Clear? Then you have to implement an SPSS method. Got it? Or somebody is doing a Python code or whatever you want. Okay? Some part of implementation. Then finally you get a result. Right now you have a method, gaps, then results. Then you start to write the research paper. Got it? Understand? Any doubt? Clear? Okay. Here, gate 1. Convert a topic into publishable questions. What is that? You have a project topics, yes? You must be convert to the research title. Got it? Research topics. Already we discussed. Broad topic, social media and anxiety, yes? It's a topic, understand? Social media is a topic, clear? Project topics. Here, you have to focus to question, daily Instagram use, prediction anxiety scores among first year college student. What is this? See, this is a topic, got it? Project topics. What is your projects? You have to, those who are using Instagram, yes, you collect the student data, understand? The next we have to, publishable angle, you have to make a paper, clear? That is a gate 1. Okay, when you are going to start the paperwork, you have to do the populations, variable, relationship, context, and contribution of that. These are all the things needed for writing the paper. Yes. See, 5 gap types of useful for psychology projects. It's a correct? All the gaps? When you are going to start your projects, you need a population gap. What do you mean by population gap? When you are going to collect the data for only particular community, I mean student community. For students projects, you have to student community, yes? For example, that is a population gap. You have to collect the data, different age, vendor, course and clinical groups. Clear? This is a data collections, I think like your projects, yes? The next one, context gap, different college, district, culture, then variable gap, that is for mediator, moderator, predictor, okay, and those who are not studied. Then method gap, you have to choose any methods, I don't know for your methods, you can use for design analysis and sampling limitation, whatever methods, you can apply the methods. The next one, practical gap, you have to do the counseling, intervention or policy relevance missing. These are all the practical gap. Clear? You should be know the gaps where you are going to identify. Any doubt? Strong gap sentence, previous studies examine in, no need for this, go for the next. Okay, now, general I am telling, how we are going to identify the problem, how we are going to identify the research gap and objectives. These three things are very important for your project as well as your research paper. Clear? Problem definition, research gap and objectives. The step one, clearly define the specific challenges that your research addresses, focusing on its important relevance in the current context. When you are choosing your projects, you have to take the real-time problems. So current scenario problems. Clear? Understand? Don't take it as a old methods. Don't take it as a existing method only, but don't take it as a 10 years before somebody's are using some method. Yes? It's not it's nowadays we are not able to use the same methods. Got it? Okay? You have to use the recent methods, that means current methods. You have to refer current project papers or current research papers also. Okay? Then research gap. Identify the gap or limitation in existing literature. What is literature here? Literature survey, literature review. What is that? Where you are going to collect the information. That is a literature review, literature information. I told you many times, existing method, existing system. There you collect the information. That is a literature information. Literature review, literature analysis. Okay? Research gap. How you are going to identify the research gap from the existing method? Where you are going to find the existing method? Some research articles. That should be a recent research articles. Now we are in a 2026. You have to refer 3 years before or 4 years before papers. Minimum, I'm saying. Maximum, I'm saying 4 years or 5 years. That's enough for referring the papers. Clear? That is for literature review. There you have to collect the information. Then, now, objectives. The specific objectives of your paper, that is very important, should be clear and measurable goals that your research aim to achieve. For example, in your projects, you have two problems. That is two objectives. Understand? Your results should be achieve these two objectives. Got my point? See, when your teachers are asking title, project title, you must be given the project title, then problem definition, then objective, then how you are going to solve the objective. Clear? That is a project proposal. Got my point? Then I will tell you how to add abstract, how to add keywords. That is the next place. Okay? See, supposed to be your teacher came to you, ask about the project title. Group projects or individual projects? Individual projects, okay. Individual projects, you know how to make a title, yes? You know how to identify the problem, yes? Then, based on the problem, you are going to make a objectives, clear? Got my point? Then, how to solve the particular objectives? That is a methodology, clear? This is the thing is very important when you are going to submit a project proposal. Now, this is a very important when you are going to write a conference paper or when you are going to write a research paper. This is a big role in your research paper. What is that? Literature review. What do you mean by review? Re plus view, yes? Review. Existing papers are there, yes? Okay, I'm saying papers. What is that? You have an idea? Conference paper, yes. So journal articles, yes. Already someone is writer articles that is published in some of the indexed organization, Elsewhere, Springer, Wiley. These are all the publishers, yes. Your work has to be published in that particular publishers. Clear? That is a existing methods. Clear? There you have to collect the information. That is a literature review. Here, identify a relevant paper. For example, you are doing some projects, yes. For example, you are doing related to psychology. You have to identify the information from the cyber security or artificial intelligence. It is correct? Where you are going to collect the information? It should be relevant to your area. Got it? Yes? For example, you are doing some projects which is related to psychology. Yes? I'm taking as example of emotional intelligence. Yes? Which is related to my area. Emotional intelligence, for example. Okay? I have to collect the information from whatever the existing papers are there from 2021 to 26. I have to collect the information. Yes? How we are going to collect the information, that is very important. I will give some table. Like this, you have to take one paper, collect the information. Okay? I will tell you. This is for focus on recent and highly cited paper. What do you mean by highly cited paper? Any idea? Anybody? Citation. References. If you are submitting any assignment, yes, last page you have a references, yes. What you are write references? ChatGPT, Google. You must be acknowledge that paper. That is a citation. Got it? Understand? Where you are cited. Reference number 1. Where you are cited in your paper 1. Reference number 2. Where you are cited. There you have to put 2 is an angle bracket. Yes? I will tell you how we can put all these things. Got it? This is for references. Okay. For example, you take one paper. That particular paper is cited for many number of papers. Clear? That is for highly cited paper. Okay, if you want, I will show you finally. My paper, someone is cited my paper. That is, I have a 2 cited. Clear? Like this, the same paper, many people are cited in their work. That is a highly cited. Got it? That is for very important when you are choose that paper. Focus on recent. What do you mean by recent here? Yes. How many years? Clear? Any doubts about here? This is the basic formula of a literature review. Got it? Okay, for example, you cited 30 papers. You have a reference 30 papers. You must be cited 30 papers in your work. Understand? Don't write the references. Got my point? In your works, when you are going to write a literature review, you mention references 30. It must be cited inside the paper. How many? Should be 30. 30 equal 30. Otherwise, reviewer will reject your paper. Got my point? Unnecessarily don't write the references. Got it? This is a main difference. Where I have to collect all this information, we have so many databases. Okay? What are all these databases? Sources. What do you mean by sources? Resources. Yes? Journal resources. You have to connect the data. Okay? This is very important. Academic journal publisher, Springer, Wiley Library, Elsewhere. Okay? IEEE transaction. Then research database, Web of Science, conference proceedings, online resources, Google Scholar, ResearchGate, then books, so many things, wherever you want, which is related to your area, you have to collect the information. Got it? Someone is write the books, someone published in Wiley Journal, someone is published in Elsewhere Journal. You have to collect all the information. From these are all the database. Come down. What happened? Next slide. paper have a 30 pages or 20 pages or 10 pages. Okay, how you are going to collect the information? It's very difficult, yes? Minimum 1 or 2 days needed for read one paper, yes? Read, I'm telling read, not understand, okay? How the shortest way to collect the information? We have a AI tools, I will tell you. Before that, okay, when you read the papers, first point, when you take the printout or you have to read in online, you have to read the title first of all. Then the title should be relevant to your work, yes or no? Yes. Then go for abstract. Abstract minimum 200 words to 250 words. How we are going to write abstract, I will tell you later. Okay, before that, you read the abstract 1 or 2 times, 3 times, 4 times, as much possible you can, as much possible you understand, then stop it. Clear? Okay, you have to read more times abstract, then you understand the concept. Okay, when you read the abstract, the entire paper you can read easily. Clear? Okay, read abstract and finally conclusion. This helps you determine the relevance of the paper throughout reading it entirely. Clear? Understand? When you are understand abstract, no need for read entire papers. Clear? Got it? The next one, note the problem statement and research gap. You have to find the particular paper, you have to find the problems. What is the problem there in that paper? Okay? Got my point? Then that paper, what are the gaps are there? That is very important. Why we have to identify the gaps in the existing paper? What is the use? See, got my point? You are reading X paper, yes? In that X paper, you find some gaps. What is the use of that? That gaps are your proposed model. Clear? Understand? Your objectives. Got my point? That is your objectives. Understand? Okay? See, then you go for the methodology. What frameworks they used, what model they used, what techniques they used. Understand? Everything is an existing model, existing frameworks, not yours. Understand? From that, you have to make a new model that is a proposed methodology. Got? Now go for the result and discussion. Highlight the findings that connect to your topics or not. You have to find. Finally, you find something, find the problems, yes, which is related to your project topics or not. Got it? The next one, reference paper for deeper explanation, key point. Okay, that is, we have to mention one by one. I will tell you. Okay, how to manually, how to collect all this information. I will tell the easiest way. Next slide. Here, you are going to read X paper, paper 1. Okay? You have to make a 1 Word file, or you have to make a paper, whatever it is. Which one is easy for you? You have to take your laptop, open Word file, there make a table. Okay? For example, you are going to read 50 papers. Yes? In that 50 papers, what are the variables needed? What are the elements we needed for making a literature review? First point, paper title, you have to write the paper 1. Who are all the author for this paper, you have to write here. Then what methodology they used, you have to write here. And what you find there, what is the result of that existing paper. Then what are the gaps you identified there in that papers. Then finally, relevance to your works. Your insight or use, okay? That is very important. Clear? See, like this, you have to read one by one papers, nearly minimum 30 papers or 50 papers, up to you, based on your paper works. Clear? This is the way you have to then compare methodology, finding gaps across different papers. You have to compare it for all the 30 papers. X paper, Y paper, A paper, B papers. Got it? C, D, like that. So many gaps are there, yes? You have plenty of gaps. You cannot do all the gaps, fill. You cannot fill all the gaps, yes or no? You have to choose the recent technology and recent gap, something. You have to resolve it. Clear? That is your projects and your research. Okay? Then, when you are going to cite the paper, we have a different style. No need for this one. I will tell you later. IBA, IEEE, these are all the reference cited styles. That is a different things. Okay. Go for the previous one. Here also same like we can collect the author year, sample, variables, method, finding gaps. Okay, whatever it is, you have to write the elements, variables. There you fill the information. That is a literature review. Any doubts about the literature review? Now you are ready to write the literature review. Yes or no? Okay. For this, if you are doing manually, it's taking more day. Yes? More days. Yes or no? If you are reading 30 papers, only abstract and conclusion, you take the informations, it's taking minimum 1 month, 2 months. Yes or no? Yes? We cannot wait 1 month, 2 months. Yes? What is the other plan? Don't do research. Yes? Don't do projects. That is a plan. Plan A. Okay. Now, literature review by using any tools? You have any AI tools? Claude AI. Okay. Then Claude AI, if you are giving prompt, it's giving some information. Yes. ChatGPT also giving some information. Specifically, some tools are there for using writing paper, collecting literature review. Got it? Like that, we have some tools. I will tell you, you can use it, explore it. Okay? It will be helping for you in your project and research. Instead of Google Scholar for literature review, summarizing multiple paper and make the literature review, compare the across multiple paper, objective research, or we have to use AI techniques within a week or within a day, we collect all the information. Come down. Here, I have some best AI tools for using literature review. No need to read all the papers. Okay, I will tell the some areas. Can you click this one? SciSpace. Yeah, Google போயிட்டு SciSpace அடிக்க முடியுமா? நான் வரலாமாங்க?
We shall now take a short break for 15 minutes. Kindly be back in hall by 11:15 a.m. We shall now proceed with session 2. Once again, I request our esteemed resource person, Dr. B. Sundaravadivelgan sir, to continue today's enriching program. Please welcome him with a warm round of applause. We shall now proceed with session 2. Once again, I request our esteemed resource person, Dr. B. Sundaravadivelgan sir, to continue today's enriching program. Please welcome him with a warm round of applause. We shall now proceed with session 2. Once again, I request our esteemed resource person, Dr. B. Sundaravadivelgan sir, to continue today's enriching program. Please welcome him with a warm round of applause. We shall now proceed with session 2. Once again, I request our esteemed resource person, Dr. B. Sundaravadivelgan sir, to continue today's enriching program. Please welcome him with a warm round of applause.
Okay.
We shall now proceed with session 2. Once again, I request our esteemed resource person, Dr. B. Sundaravadivelgan sir, to continue today's enriching program. Please welcome him with a warm round of applause.
Okay.
We shall now proceed with session 2. Once again, I request our esteemed resource person, Dr. B. Sundaravadivelgan sir, to continue today's enriching program. Please welcome him with a warm round of applause.
Okay.
We shall now proceed with session 2. Once again, I request our esteemed resource person, Dr. B. Sundaravadivelgan sir, to continue today's enriching program. Please welcome him with a warm round of applause.
Ready? Can I start? Okay.
We shall now proceed with session 2. Once again, I request our
Yes.
esteemed resource
Now we go
person,
for the
Dr. B.
literature
Sundaravadivelgan
review
sir, to
by
continue
using AA
today's
tools.
enriching program. Please
You
welcome
know the
him
concept
with a
of
warm round
literature
of
review,
applause.
yes? Now you have an idea, yes? Okay. See, how AA tools are helping make a
We shall
literature
now
review.
proceed with
That's the
session 2.
question.
Once
Okay.
again,
What are the
I
tools?
request our
Yes.
esteemed
Now
resource
we go
person,
for the
Dr. B.
literature
Sundaravadivelgan
review
to
by
continue
using AA
today's
tools.
enriching program. Please
You know
welcome
the
him
concept
with a
of
warm round
literature
of
review,
applause.
yes? Now you have an idea. Here we have some example of the AA tools. I will explain one or two tools. Okay, that's enough. Remaining things you have to
Once
explain.
again,
What are the
I
tools?
request our
Yes.
esteemed
Now
resource
we go
person,
for the
Dr. B.
literature review
to
by
continue
using one or
today's
two tools.
enriching program.
Just basic things.
Please
You know
welcome
the
him
concept
with a
of
warm round of
whenever you
applause.
have a time you can explore it. Now you have here we have some example of the AA tools. We have so many literature review AA tools are there. Size space,
Once again, I
link maps,
request our esteemed
consensus, L-sheets, research rapid, insightful connected papers. These are all the name of the AA tools. Here we have some example of the AA tools. Now I'm going to explain about literature review AA tools and size space, okay, which is related to L-sheet and embodied research rapid, insightful connected papers. These are all the name of the AA tools. Here we have some example of the AA tools. Now I'm going to explain about literature review AA tools and size space, okay, which is related to anybody can tell me some title of your project. Insightful connected papers. These are all the name of the AA tools. Here we have some example of the AA tools. Now I'm going to explain about literature review AA tools and size space, okay, which is related to anybody can tell me some title of your project. Insightful connected papers. These are all the name of the AA tools. Here we have some example of the AA tools. Now I'm going to explain about literature review AA tools and size space, okay, which is related to anybody can tell me some title of your project. Here I'm going to write some prompt in a document. Okay, you write your title or whatever you said. I need 5 years literature review part, something you have to write. It's not difficult. What is the answer will come here? Anybody can tell me the title of your project? See, here I am going to write some prompt in a JotGPT. Okay? You write your title or whatever you will say. I need 5 years. This is for generating the actually we call it as some generating. It's not here we have a so many techniques are here. Anybody can help us. Here I am going to write some prompt based on this they developed. You write your title or whatever you will say. I need 5 years. This is for generating the actually we call it as some generating. It's not here we have a so many techniques are here. Anybody can help us. Here I am going to write some prompts based on this they developed here. These are the concept of awareness. 2021 to some information is coming. Here we have a so many techniques are here. Anybody can help us. Here I am going to write some prompts based on this they developed here. These are the concept of awareness. 2021 to some information is coming. Here we have a so many techniques are here. Here I am going to write some prompts based on this they developed here. These are the concept of document 2021 to some information is coming. Here we have a so many techniques are here. Here I am going to write some prompts based on this document here. These are the concept of document 2021 to Here I am going to write some prompts based on this they developed here. These are the concept of document 2021 to some information is coming. Here we have a so many techniques are here. Anybody can help us. Here I am going to write some prompts based on this they developed here. These are the concept of document 2021 to some information is coming. Here we have a so many techniques are here. Here I am going to write some prompts based on this they developed here. These are the concept of document 2021 to some information is coming. Here we have a so many techniques are here. Anybody can help us. Here I am going to write some prompts based on this they developed here. These are the concept of document 2021 to some information is coming. Here we have a so many techniques are here. Anybody can help us. Here I am going to write some prompts based on this they developed here. These are the concept of document 2021 to some information is coming. Here we have a so many techniques are here. Anybody can help us. Here I am going to write some prompts based on this they developed here. These are the concept of document 20 going to read first your major two sections are there. Abstract is conscious, which means it has to be point, does not consist of unnecessary summarize of earlier objects. Don't write research paper. Close your research paper. How you make others going to read first your major two sections are there. Abstract is conscious, which means it has to be point, does not consist of unnecessary summarize of earlier objects. Don't write introduction section. Yes, you cannot copy from there. That are closely related to site. What you are going to write in the research section, how to structure your research paper in the introduction section. Yes, you cannot copy from there. That are closely related to site. methodology needed. Introduction. Methodology, algorithm, or theoretical approach your research. Clear? That is very important. In your project, psychological projects, okay? What are the things? Methodology, algorithm, clear, theoretical approach. Your sampling, clear? What is that is very important. Sample data. to use the designing a clear methodology. You have a clear methodology. The next one is appropriate tools and technologies and data sets. You have to use the implement file without user objectives. No need for here you have to use the designing a clear methodology. You have a clear methodology. The next one is appropriate tools and technologies and data sets. You have to use the implement file without user objectives. No need for here you have to use the designing a clear methodology. You have a clear methodology. The next one is appropriate tools and technologies and data sets. You have to use the implement file without user objectives. No need for here you have to use the designing a clear methodology. You have a clear first method. The next one is appropriate tools and technologies and data sets. You have to use the implement file without user objectives. No need here you have to use the designing a clear methodology. You have a clear first method. The next one is appropriate tools and technologies and data sets. You have to use the implement file without user objectives. No need here you have to use the designing a clear methodology. You have a clear first method. The next one is appropriate tools and technologies and data sets. You have to use the implement file without user objectives. No need here you have to use the designing a clear methodology. You have a clear first method. The next one is appropriate tools and technologies and data sets. You have to use the implement file without implementation may involve developing algorithms for you, creating prototype to use the design a clear methodology because there is no devices. Yes, there is no prototype. Experiment, simulating model. These are all the units for you. So, which is related to technology. Implementation may involve developing algorithms for you, creating prototype to use the design a clear methodology because there is no devices. Yes, coding tools. No coding. Experiment, simulating model. These are all Python. So, which is related to implementation may involve developing algorithms for you, creating prototype to use the design a clear Copilot developed by Microsoft company. Coding tools. No coding. Experiment, simulating model. These are all Python. So, which is related to implementation may involve developing recently they released one prototype tool, Copilot developed by Microsoft company. What do you want? Coding tools. You can easily implement experiment, simulating model. These are all Python. Cleaning your Excel file, please spare the data. I don't want to clean this because you are handling a data. Clear? How many males you are taking? How many females are taking? How many 20 to 40? Yes, that is very important, sir. Resulting very important. It's very important. Not that I am getting here. The doubt that is going there. This is necessary to visualize the data. Clear? Your findings and how they compare to that is existing model.
கண்டினியூஸாக நிறைய நோட்ஸ் இருக்கிற மாதிரி இது.
Thank you.
சார் இப்போ எல்லாமே ஏஐ பற்றி சொன்னீங்க. ஒரு ஃப்ரெஷராக இருந்துட்டு ஒரு ஏஐ பற்றி தெரிஞ்சுக்கணும்னா எங்கேருந்து ஸ்டார்ட் பண்ணுறது சார்?
இப்போ நான் சொன்னது ஏஐ டூல்ஸ் தானே?
ஆமாம் சார்.
சரி.
இல்லை சார், உங்கள்கிட்ட நாலேஜ் ஏஐ கற்றுக்கிறதுக்கு இப்போ வந்து ஏஐ டூல் பில்ட் பண்ணி வச்சுருக்காங்க, நிறைய நம்ம யூஸ் பண்ணுறோம். பட் நம்ம ஒரு ஏஐ பில்ட் பண்ணுறதுக்கு ஏதாச்சும் எல்லாம் ஸ்க்ராட்ச் பண்ணணும், எல்லாம் ஸ்க்ராட்சில் ஆரம்பிக்கிறது கேட்குறது.
ஸ்க்ராட்சில் ஆரம்பிங்க, டூல்ஸ் கேட்குறீங்க
சார். ஓகே சார், ஃபைன் சார். பட் வந்து கோடிங் அல்காரிதம், கோடிங் அல்காரிதம் பைத்தான்
படிக்கணும். பேசிக்காக பைத்தான் படிங்க. பைத்தானில் நம்பர் ஆஃப் டூல்ஸ் இருக்குது.
ஓகே சார்.
டென்சார்ஃப்ளோன்னு ஒன்று இருக்குது, டார்ச் பைன்னு ஒன்று இருக்குது, நிறைய டூல்ஸ் இருக்குது. எஸ்சிஐ டூல் கிட்னு ஒன்று, லேண்ட் டூல் கிட்னு ஒன்று இருக்குது. இதை நீங்கள் ஃபஸ்ட்டு படிக்கணும். பேசிக்காக யூ ஹாவ் டு ஸ்டடி பைத்தான்.
Okay.
Python is needed. See, AI is subset of machine learning, deep learning. Okay, wow. ஒரு சின்ன எக்ஸாம்பிள் சொல்றேன். What is this? Mic. How you say this is mic? How you say this is mic? What is this? How you say this is bottle? Now I will show to this machine, computer.
Yes,
Computer can pasi laga bola. See, now machine cannot understand. Why? The people can understand. You have a human language, yes? Machine doesn't know machine language, yes? Okay? Okay, how the machine can tell this is bottle?
Information adukku input
Data. We have to give the data. Different type of a bottles we have to give the machine. Then you have to train the data. Understand? Then machine can easily learn. When you are showing that, the machine can tell this is an.
Okay.
This is the way of artificial intelligence.
Any other feedback?
Thank you, sir. And also, உங்கள் செஷன் ரொம்ப நல்லா இருந்துச்சு சார். டைம் மேனேஜ்மெண்ட் வந்து ரொம்ப ஈஸியாக பண்ணிடலாம் ரிசர்ச் பண்ண போது. உங்களோட டூல் ஏஐ டூல் உங்களுக்கு சொல்கிறதுனால டைம் மேனேஜ்மெண்ட் ப்ளஸ் வந்து ஸ்டடீஸும் ரிசர்ச்சையும் வந்து அட் டைமில் பண்ணிட்டு பண்ணுறது ரொம்ப யூஸ்ஃபுல்லாக இருக்கும் சார்.
All the best. இது டவுட்னாலும் கேளுங்க, சரியா? No, we continue. Okay, thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for sharing your vast experience and practical insight into research profile enhancement. Your guidance will undoubtedly help our participants